Hi, I'm Brian, and we're here at Griffin Stringed Instruments to install the new L.R.Baggs Lyric pickup system on Derek's Gibson Hummingbird here. We've been anticipating this pickup for quite a while now, but we just got our hands on the first version of it. And what it is, it's an all-microphone version of the Anthem pickup. So instead of using a undersaddle pickup to capture the low end, this is just a microphone that captures the full frequency range. Now, one of the things that makes this pickup really cool is that it can go in a guitar like this with an adjustable saddle. And typically, we're limited in what we can use in these guitars because of the spacing. What I've done here is mocked up where the hardware on the inside of the guitar is located. These are actually nuts from the inside of a Gibson. And as you see, the microphone fits nicely right between the hardware without touching anything. And so, with the double stick foam tape, it just pops in there and you're good to go with nothing permanent, and it sounds really nice. So now I'm going to install the Lyric in the Hummingbird, and to tell you the truth, I've already installed it and taken it back out, so I've done all the prep work, such as cleaning off the surfaces where things will be stuck to and drilling out the end pin hole to 1/2 inch, where I used the tapered reamer bit here. And if you're interested in that actual operation, you can watch our other video on the installation of the Anthem SL up on YouTube. So first I'll get the end pin preamp put in the end block. Already got this washer spaced out where it'll fit just perfect. So I'm putting on the washer and the nut. I'll tighten the nut with my 1/2 inch nut driver here. And then I'll put our little strap button cover on. And get that tightened up. This is a little tool we made for tightening the strap button on pickups, which is really handy. So we got our preamp in. Now I'll untangle all the wires on the inside and stick the microphone on. And now, although the mic placement isn't crucial as far as being within the millimeter, on this guitar we're limited by the hardware, so it has to go between the two nuts, and it also wants to be basically centered on the saddle line. So I'm going to look through the bridge pin holes to locate it, stick it in there, and then check it with a flashlight mirror to see if I've got it right in the spot I want it. So I'm going to lightly stick it in and then check it with the mirror before I get it in there permanently. And I really like where it's at. It's centered between the two nuts and right along the saddle line. So I'm going to stick it down permanently, and then I'll secure the loose wire with a wire clip. Okay, I'll do our battery mount next. So I already have the other piece of Velcro inside the guitar where the bag will mount to. So I'll clip our battery in, put it in the bag. And I like to put the piece of Velcro on the back of the guitar if you were to look through the top right here, basically in the uphill side, so you don't see it when you're looking down playing the guitar. Stick the battery in, and I'll get the wires secured with the clips that I previously put in here. And then we'll get our little volume wheel mounted. And I'll discuss the details on the little adjustments on this one versus the Anthem later on when Derek does a demo. We'll get that wire tied down. So there it is, everything's installed. I'll now get the guitar strung back up and then we'll move into the demo room and Derek will play his song on it and we'll talk about it.
Hi, I'm Derek C. from Griffin Stringed Instruments, here with my 65 Gibson Hummingbird that Brian Michael just installed the L.R.Baggs Lyric microphone pickup into. And I'm especially excited about this pickup / microphone because it works well with the old style Gibson adjustable bridges. Lots of folks like to change these bridge saddles out for a fixed bridge in order to use a pickup, but I like the sound of the guitar with the adjustable bridge. So really glad that Baggs came out with this pickup that's both very natural sounding and works with these guitars. So I'm going to play just a little bit on the guitar with the pickup volume turned off, and then I'll bring the volume up, which the volume control is conveniently located in the sound hole. So I think that that's the old proof in the pudding, so to speak, and it's a very accurate representation of the tone of the guitar. Hey, this sounds really great in this guitar, Brian. What do you think?
Yeah, as Derek just demonstrated, having a single microphone inside of a guitar, doesn't always have to sound horrible and boxy. I mean, this thing sounds great. It sounds accurate, and it could be used as an addition to an external mic for a recording session. It could be used to throw down your ideas for a demo. I mean, it sounds good enough. Some people might just want to use it as their only source of recording.
Yeah, I was thinking about that as I was playing it because, I've always preached that miking a guitar is, the only real option in recording an acoustic guitar to get the sound, but this really sounds like an external mic that's been EQ'd properly.
Right. So I'd like to discuss a couple of the technical differences between this and the Anthem. I mean, besides the obvious fact that it's just a standalone mic and there's no undersaddle element for the bass, the little thumb wheel is a volume adjustment like the Anthem, but the little tiny Phillips head screw adjustment, instead of being a mic level, which would be redundant in this case, it's actually a treble adjustment. So once you get the mic in the guitar, if you find it's a little bit too bright, you can back it off, and if you find it's a little too dark, you can add a little high end. So that is a little extra flexibility that Baggs added, which is really nice because it does sound a little bit different depending on what the bridge plate's made out of. We've found.
Well, it's also helpful too having a little bit of a treble boost, because if you're a solo acoustic performer, most of the time you're going to want the warmest, clear sound. But if you're playing acoustic guitar in a band, being able to dial in a little bit more treble response out of a mic is going to help you cut through the other instruments.
Right, yeah, exactly. And if you were to compare this to the Anthem SL, which is very similar in layout, you'd probably find that because the Anthem uses an undersaddle pickup for the bass frequencies, it kind of smooths out the low end a little bit, which for some people that's a real bonus because a low end in an acoustic guitar can be boomy or kind of tough to deal with feedback wise. So, I mean, this sounds really good for an all-out microphone, but it might not, you might like the Anthem better. So it's one of those things, it's going to be a real tough choice probably between this and the Anthem. Unless you have a guitar like this where the Anthem's not an option, then it's kind of a no-brainer.
It's also great with a guitar like this because, to my ears, these style guitars have a nice, almost naturally compressed bass response. It's not like a big boomy scallop brace Martin style guitar where that bass is so powerful it can make the pickup go off into feedback.
Right.
This is just a great combination with this style guitar with that microphone.
Yeah, so we're big fans of it. If you want to talk more about it, just give us a call here or give us an email. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for watching.